What up, homies? It's your boy Fab with vlog numero tres. That means number 3 in Spanish, just in case you didn't know. I know that I've been MIA for mad long, like a month or something, and you guys probably hate me, and I probably don't even have viewers anymore, and no more homies, because I've been gone and I'm basically dead to you. But with that being said, I got all my computer stuff fixed finally. My computer's working last night. I deathmatched for mad long last night at 2 a.m. because I was going through withdrawals without Counter-Strike. My computer's backing up and running. It's liquid cooled now like a boss. Got a new motherboard in there. It's running good. It's on point. Everything should be solid. So I said a couple days ago, right before my computer shut down, that I'm gonna go ahead and outline a new schedule where, like I stated before, I won't really be on as much, but I should be on 2 to 3 times a week streaming, and then I'm gonna definitely get back onto my YouTube stuff. So content's coming, boys. Stick around for it. Don't give up on me yet, please. I'm here. We in here. All right, we in here, boys. And I'm coming back, okay? So don't lose faith in me, man. I promised that I was coming back, and I'm coming back. I just didn't anticipate the issues that I had with my computer happening. You know what I mean? So now that that's good to go, we should be back on track. So let me kind of just explain what the computer issues were even all about. Oh god, cameras are difficult. Let me kind of just go into a little bit of detail on what these computer issues were really about, and to be quite honest with you, how fucking stupid I am. Be gentle, Reddit, okay? Be gentle. Think about Summit when you think about me, okay? Just make fun of Summit, don't make fun of me, okay? So here's what happened, okay? I was streaming one day, like a week ago or something, or 2 weeks ago, and I think it was a week ago. And I was streaming, and my computer just kept shutting off by itself. It kept restarting. The CPU was overheating, and I got two goddamn dogs. I got two animals in my house, right? So and my computer sits on the floor, unfortunately, because I don't have space for it. So I get a lot of dust and stuff in there, and if I don't clean it out often enough, sometimes that happens, right? Like my computer will just start overheating or whatever. So that's obviously what happened. And so I took my computer apart and I cleaned everything out with some compressed air, and I put it all back together, and I go to turn it on, and all the fans and CPUs, everything turns on, everything starts spinning, everything's working, but my keyboard doesn't turn on, my mouse doesn't turn on, and the monitor obviously doesn't turn on. So none of the peripherals work, but all the fans and everything are spinning, and all the lights are on inside the computer. So I'm mad confused, right? Don't know what happens. I troubleshoot it for a while. I can't get it to work. I'm pissed. I'm getting triggered, so I just say, F it. I'm going to take it to the Geek Squad, and I'll let them take care of it, right? So I take it to the Geek Squad, and they're like, okay, well, your motherboard's bad. And I was like, oh, great. So now I got to drop $130 to get, or whatever, to get a new motherboard. So buy the new motherboard. Motherboard came in yesterday. We get the motherboard installed yesterday. And we get, it's a new motherboard, right? Brand new motherboard. We get it all installed. Everything's good. We go to plug, and I installed the hydro cooler last night, right? Or the water cooler for my CPU, just to prevent any issues and stuff like that. And we go to turn it on, and it's the same issue. Same damn issue. Everything turns on inside the computer, but the peripherals don't turn on. And I'm absolutely triggered at this point. I don't know what the hell to do. I honestly thought that my CPU might have been burned out. I was just on another level of pissed off at that point. So we troubleshoot it again for a little bit. Nothing happens. It doesn't work. And I'm actually pissed. I'm livid right at this point, right? And so my boy leaves, who helped me put it together. Shout out to my boy Wesley, by the way. And he leaves, and I'm just sitting there looking at the computer, and I'm like, well, maybe we didn't seat the processor right. Like, maybe there's bent pins, or maybe something, right? So I pull off the heatsink, and I remember, like, something just triggered in my... As soon as I took off the heatsink, I saw... If you've never built a computer, there's a little metal retention bar that comes up off of the motherboard, and you have to put the processor in and then seat that retention arm, right? And as soon as I saw it, something just clicked in my head, and I was like, I was like, maybe he didn't seat it, right? So maybe he didn't do that. And then I remembered in my head, I was like, you know what? When I put my computer back together the first time with the first motherboard, I don't think that I actually lifted that retention arm when I seated the motherboard. It just, a light, like, I just had an epiphany. Like, a light just went off, and I was like, I'm pretty sure when I put together my computer last time that I didn't lift that retention bar and seat the processor properly, which is probably why it didn't work in the first place. So I lift the retention bar, I seat the processor, reinstall the heatsink, take it over, plug it all up into all my shit, and guess what, boys? It boots up like nothing. I was so... Bro, I felt so stupid, but I was just so relieved at the same time, because when I thought it was my processor, I immediately hopped on the Newegg and bought a $230 9370 and another AMD processor, the newest one that just came out. I immediately bought it, and it was $230, and I was pissed. I didn't want to pay that money because I have a good processor, right? I just felt so dumb that I didn't lift the retention bar and seat the processor properly before we installed the heatsink on either motherboard. So I'm like 99% sure that the motherboard that I replaced isn't even busted. It probably still works just fine. I'm just an idiot, okay? So that's essentially what happened with my motherboard and my computer issues. But like I said earlier, it's back up and running. It's good to go, boys. We're ready to go. I will be streaming tonight, absolutely 100%. I don't know what time, but I will. It's Stephanie's birthday. It was Stephanie's birthday Wednesday, so we're taking her out, excuse me, to dinner tonight with the fam and stuff like that around like 6. So I should be live around like 8 or 9 Central Time, so that we can go ahead and get back to our stream thing, because I miss it, man. I miss playing Counter-Strike. I deathmatched last night and I was going off, and I learned a lot of new cool things while I was at DreamHack that I would really want to give a shot, and I'm definitely going to start getting more into my Counter-Strike, like I was talking about in my previous vlogs before my computer started losing its mind. So I'll be back tonight, man. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. Those of you who have stuck with me through all this crap, you know, the true homies. I hope to see you guys in the stream. Appreciate you guys watching this my vlog. If you enjoyed it, man, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't subbed it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing this a lot more frequently for y'all. So I appreciate your support. And if you didn't like it, man, let me know what you didn't like about it, man. I mean, don't be a douchebag, right? But like, if you have some good feedback for me on how I can make these videos better, definitely let me know. I'm all about that, okay? So anyways, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm signing off. I gotta go to work. But I'll catch you guys tonight, all right, homies? Be easy, much love, and as always, holla at your boy. Later, boys.